Max, can I use your toilet?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
was that easy.
I wanted a little bit push.
It was
I
that
wanted a
easy.
little bit of push and pull, but I guess I'll save that for the bowl. Sorry.
I'm Max,
I'm Harjot.
and this is Scroll Interrupted.
We're back. Summer break was 2 weeks long. I don't know. Was it?
Yeah, it was kind of a summer break, but it wasn't fun. It was just busy with work.
Yeah, it was like maybe the world was ending. Like it was so hot. There was like constant smoke in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was sepia tone.
It was.
Yeah.
The day.
It's like the Warner Brothers.
The day the sky was yellow.
Yeah, opening. It's like that's
I love that.
That's what it looked like.
That's really smart.
It's like, what's happening? It's like 4 o'clock and it looks crazy outside.
Yeah, that was World Smog Day, or like Canada Smog Day.
Yeah, if people aren't in the the province of Ontario and south of that, I think they didn't know. But there was a wildfire, I think, in the north of Ontario.
It was devastating. It was a tragedy for a lot of like First Nations communities that were living there. Yeah. And we definitely got the drifting sort of smog that came as a result of that. And so like my lungs are pretty like, they're just now recovering from how bad it was.
The step counter did not count anything.
But you know what? The billionaires need their data centers, and we need to continue to destroy the environment, apparently.
Oh, yeah, and America's like, how dare you let the smoke go across our border? Like, they're pissed.
I know, as if like they didn't have a hand in it.
You ruined my barbecue, my summer. Canada, I hate you.
I think a lot of these like weather tragedies and disasters are what we're going to continue to see if we continue to pollute the environment through fast fashion, through technology, and abusing, natural resources to feed the bots.
Yeah, I know. I was having this like really scary thought. I'm like, what if there's no more planet after? Like, will I make it to old age? Like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be like the war of the resources, right? Like, remember we were joking about that? Yeah, we were joking about that. Like, people are gonna be fighting over water. Like, literally, what are the data centers using? Like,
yeah, and they need fresh, clean drinking water.
Yeah, Evian.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to continue this theme of like haves and have-nots. And talk about, would you share a porta potty? More on that after this.
And did you know somebody could be spying on you, especially if you're a woman out in the streets, and it's the police?
Yikes.
Breaking news. Some police officers are bad.
Wow, I'm so surprised. This is a revelation.
Reveals a cab tattoo. Some police officers are using technology and resources available to them to breach our privacy and stalk women. So
I love when my dollars get used in ways that are so helpful to me.
For harm.
I heard that the Ottawa police officers are using the databases, like the government databases, to find attractive women and then go out and like seek them in the cafes and places that they frequent. So a bunch of words to say stalk them. And when I heard this, I was like, yo, a job that has 90% men in Canada at least, I'm like, I'm not surprised. But then I also remembered, like, this is the exact reason. I'm not going to say all police officers because I know people fucking froth at the mouth over that. But let this be a fucking sign not to ever tell somebody, why don't you just go tell the police? Like, after a woman is raped by a man, there's no reason, no shape or form. You show someone what to do in these situations, especially going to go seek out another man's help after a man just raped me? What? Or no, maybe I should do some due diligence, do some work after one of the most traumatic moments of my life and find a woman police officer, the 10%. Are we surprised? No. Are we shocked? No.
How I first found out about it is there was like a newscast of the chief of police of Ottawa was talking about like there's a problem, there's like a culture of this type of behavior. He called it behavior, and he's seeing a pattern of how people are using resources to meet women.
Yeah.
Okay. People were triggered by that word. They're like, meet women. That's crazy. Because apparently the database that they're using is like finding women's license plates and looking up their addresses and where they go. So
they can look up their phone numbers too. They can even, if they wanted to, if they had suspicion enough or case, because I know people that work in the
that's
product design part of this is they can actually scrape through their messages. Yeah, they can turn on your phone remotely. There's a lot of things that can be done.
But I'm nude sometimes with my phone.
Well, they've probably seen said nudes.
And I heard that some of them, not surprisingly, would go to places where women would frequent, like certain gyms, and wait for the women to come out and go to their cars so that they can be like, oh, that pretty lady that I like, that's her car. Now I have her license plate number. That's crazy. You like, are women ever safe?
No, that's it's so sad and so disgusting, but also the lack of surprise.
Yeah.
Like, of course, if like
A little
your
surprise.
average man has that kind of power, of course he's gonna abuse it.
I know.
And they know, like, there's already this complex of superiority given that they are
Yeah.
in an authoritative position.
True.
That of course they would use that.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I know we're like surprised but not surprised, but imagine you're coming out of the gym as you're wont to do. You see a police car parked in the parking lot. You're like, "Oh, cool. I feel extra safe, right?" They must
I
be
never do.
they must be out here, maybe taking a break in the shade, and if a crime were to happen, I'd be good, right? They're right there. But
No,
to
the
find
crime
out,
is the crime is about to happen.
the crime is
The crime is about to happen.
the crime is
Your mom's sister, friend, girlfriend,
I
wife is about to get
know.
harassed. Daughter.
And the thing is, like, okay, we're hearing about the Ottawa cases, but there's, like, the cases are so wild that it's like they're looking up people hundreds of times. Like, it's not just like one time. They're like looking them up, like different kinds of people, like looking them up.
Of course. It's abuse of power, abuse of resources, to your
Mm.
point. Like, hey, this is, by the way, what you vote for, who you vote for, who
Yeah.
you vote in, and like how you perceive. Like, there's a lot of people that bootlick the police.
For sure.
That are like, oh, well, you guys are
They
just
would
being
never.
like woke leftists. Like,
Yeah.
they're here to serve and protect us.
There's a few bad
I'm like,
apples.
They're really not. They're
There's
really
a few
not.
bad apples. I'm like, oh, and this isn't just, this isn't just Canadian pervs. Apparently in the States, I read another case as I was researching. In Kansas City, they were using the, the system that, you'll see cameras that track you on the highways and like the streets, that they apparently like automatically using AI will like clock your license, and it's pretty much tracking you. So, if crime were to happen, they're like, it was a blue sedan and license plate, whatever, they could find it. They're like, oh,
Sure.
it went down this street. They're using it to stalk women. So they like know where exactly, like creepier if it's possible.
Listen, if
than
the
Canadian
technology
version.
exists, if they
You're
can use
right,
it, they
they
will.
would.
They will. Like, and maybe it's one of those things where they're like, some of their days are filled with, I'm sure horrible things happen on the job. I'm not denying that. I know someone that has been in the Toronto Police
Yeah.
unit. But like, there's a lot of downtime too, where it's a slow
Right.
day where nothing's happening, and so
Right.
yeah, people do abuse that power depending on the kind of shift that you get put on too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no excuse.
Yeah. No, it gives another meaning to like, if he wanted to, he would. That this is what he's doing in his time. He's like, I'm gonna find that woman. That's like so scary. Like, it's so scary. And
It's so interesting. Sorry to cut you off, but like, it's so interesting to me that like, when women ask for men to put in any ounce of effort in relationships, they're like, well, I just don't know how to do these things. You're so much better at them than I am. Like, I don't do research and prepare. I just kind of like
Cut to
I just,
CSI.
yeah, I just feel out the vibes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
at their job, they're CSI.
yeah, they are going above and beyond. If it
uh.
means that they can essay a woman, hey, listen.
Yeah.
The headset is on, the clipboard is in front of them.
Yeah.
They're making connections.
And then outside of this story, there's generally been behaviors that we've heard of bad cops where they, clock people's numbers. If a woman was a victim of a crime, maybe the responding officer finds them attractive, may contact them later and try to engage in some sort of like relationship or like intimacy with them.
Yeah, and that's
Imagine.
it's also a power dynamic breach, right? It's like, if somebody's on the receiving end of like, hey, like an officer calling you after an incident has happened,
Yeah.
I just wanted to follow up on some details.
Ew.
And like, imagine like, how are you going to not respond to that in a way that like fuels that power dynamic that's already in place?
Right,
You're a civilian. This
right.
person's an authoritative figure. You are told to comply.
And, like,
aren't you afraid that like this person's gonna use whatever they have against me? And they probably do. Since they have access to everything, they probably do threaten
Yeah.
people with all sorts of terrible things.
So there was one case where a police officer was stalking his ex-wife and her new like husband. Like, he would track everywhere they were going, like hundreds of times. And like another man, he was tracking like a woman that he liked like dozens of times. Like, they're just trying to I don't know, assert control. Like these are would you ever date? I know the answer. Would you date a cop?
No.
Have you ever?
No.
By accident? Like,
Oops.
he was like, actually.
Is this your badge? No.
No,
I'm
never.
not. I don't think like we'd align on our values unless it was somebody who like went into it for the right reasons and they. I don't know. I don't even know what that would look like. But, I feel like it's such loser behavior too. It's such like
the job or like the behavior?
no this behavior, this like
I'd be like the
inappropriate.
job.
Listen, I'm sure there are great cops out there that are in it for the right reasons. But this is so disturbing, this abuse of power, abuse of resources, and this power dynamic that they are like leaning on to perpetuate said disgusting behavior, right? It's just like, it's loser behavior to me. It's something that like, you would only need to do this if you have no game, if you have no ability to connect with people outside of just wielding, some kind of power over them. It's like what we talk about with
control,
like with Elon Musk or Zuckerberg. Like they've never had friends.
No.
They've never been able to make genuine
Girls
connections.
never liked them
Bezos.
for them.
No, it's like I have money now. I will use it to lure you towards me.
In. No, for sure. And the last thing I want to touch on is like I think Zulf mentioned it. Like if you're a woman, something has happened to you, and you're hesitant to contact the police, people like shame you about it. But I remember when going to university, and this is so crazy to think about it now. It was just like a matter of fact that everybody knew at night at university campuses, if you're walking to your car, there is a likelihood, maybe not a large one, but you're supposed to be scared of being assaulted. And so what were the things that we were taught in university was like, there's these call buttons or ask a security guard to walk you to your car. I'm like, at 9:30 p.m., another stranger man. I'm scared of a man and I've just engaged with the man. Like, no, thank you. Like, that's the thing that Zelf was saying. It's like, you have to be extra, like always never let your guard down to figure out, even if I'm trying to get help, maybe I should ask a woman cop. Like she said, ask a woman cop, which there's not as many as men, obviously. And they're the ones who've also been pointing out there's dangerous behaviors happening within, but obviously they're being punished as well if they're like whistleblowers, right? To say there's harassment, there's retaliation.
Well, what do you think about that workforce? Like at the end of the day, they do go to an office. They do go to a headquarters, and like you're just sat there as they're being inappropriate, and they probably taught each other this. Yeah. Look what I can do. Look what I looked up. Oh, look what I know this too, that they're in there, they're fucking laughing their heads off over stupid shit that they've done, or stuff that they've confiscated, or stories like I knew someone who was a cop who was so inappropriate that would send like footage of like them on their like patrol. They would send it back like of people like hurting each other like in violent ways, of like just the most inappropriate shit ever, like circulating it in WhatsApp channels to people who are not in
outside
the
of the
force. It's really disgusting behavior.
Are they still?
I'm not going to comment on this person and like what they're up to, what their situation is, but like this does happen.
Oh, absolutely.
It's abhorrent behavior. It's really unfortunate. It's really silly.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're never safe. I am sorry to the women who were obviously being stalked and how frightening and terrifying that is. And just because the story's out doesn't mean it's ended. Like it's happening every day, and women are like afraid of retaliation. Like you said, oh, if I say no, now I'm gonna get tickets, or I'm gonna get like my car towed, or he's gonna harass me, for any little thing and just try to punish me because I didn't accept his advances, kind of thing. So I don't know. Here's another on the list of reasons, like ACAB.
Yep, 100%. Max, can I use your toilet?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
it was that easy.
I wanted a little bit push. I wanted a little bit of push and pull, but I guess I'll save that for the bowl. Sorry.
Did you write that?
No, I just thought about it off the dome.
Off the dome. I love it. Ooh.
Okay, that's a really disgusting intro for what I want to talk about. Yeah. Which is like, when have we as civilians, as not billionaires, like started to participate in this gap between the haves and the have-nots? Are we losing our humanity?
Right.
Are we becoming the problem? And so I'm going to play a clip, and then we're going to discuss it afterwards.
Okay.
Are you serious right now? Are you serious?
Just
This is
waiting.
our house, and it's under construction. Did the porta potty say, let's use it?
No, Spanish.
Our house is under construction. That's not your porta potty for you to just use.
He doesn't understand. Trying to get like translation.
This is our house. This is not your porta potty. Why would you just use that? It's on our property.
I love it when people think it's a good idea to film other people doing things and then post it because they think that they have the moral high ground in the situation. I have never felt so sad for somebody I didn't know.
That's so humiliating, and that was the
Yeah.
point, you know?
Like, what a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, I like, we have completely lost our humanity. Like, these are people that are working, like, I can just smell, like, the mega incel right-wing comments about, like, well, he shouldn't have been doing that. If he came on my property, I would have raised firearms. You know, that, like, oh, he can't speak English, then what are you doing in this country? Like, I can smell the horrendous comments coming, and I would just tell you to jump off a cliff. No, I'm going to be so for real. I hate people who think that way.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, this is also you're catching yourself. You're filming yourself being your true self, and your true self is fucking garbage. You are shaming somebody who, like, probably is not being compensated well and just needs to use a washroom.
Yeah.
Right? It's a porta potty on a construction site. I'm so, like, also, like, you're having your house constructed. This tells me that, like, you can afford to do so. You have a large property that you are working on, that you are so fortunate and privileged. And that's not, I'm not saying that's a problem. What I'm saying
But
is,
what
like,
do you do with it?
Yeah. Like, are you, ma'am, are you using that porta potty? Like, what exactly is your issue?
I know her hand was on her hip. She had a wide stance for sure. And, like, she was just waiting there. And I think, like they say,
What a
she
fucking
thought
loser.
she did a thing. She was like, oh, yeah, this is, look at me, like, asserting my power and dominance over somebody. Because, like you said, people are miserable. There's always these dynamics, especially with race and now, like, status, I guess, in the US. So she just feels superior. It's just dripping of superiority. And she's literally, like, policing the porta potty. You're not allowed to use it. Okay, like, you could have had the conversation. And you know what? Maybe she could have had that and she took a video of it, but she didn't have to post it. She could have been like, you know, I was so offended, but she put it on the internet to further humiliate him, thinking that people would be on his side, or her side.
Yeah, it's, if your porta potty is immaculate and there's extremely hygienic reasons why nobody else can use it, because you're obviously, ma'am, you're not using your porta potty.
Yeah.
I know you're not. It's for whoever is working on construction.
Yeah.
As long as, like, even if there's a visitor that really needs to use it, and they do. What have we heard about the Amazon delivery people's or what have we heard about the Amazon delivery people or people who drive for Uber? They are literally peeing in water bottles because, like, they can't afford to miss a delivery or a ride.
Right.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
Like, what is it to you? Like, what does it matter to you?
Yeah.
My God, have you lost your humanity completely? Like, where is, like, the sense of, like, just connection with other people and empathy in terms of, like, what might make their day a little bit easier to navigate? Like, you're that terrible of a person?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna cling to a fucking porta potty?
And could you be a good neighbor? If he's, like, also a delivery person, he could be someone who's going to be regularly in your neighborhood. Like, why not extend, you know, neighborly kindness to somebody who's a part
Oh, I'm
like,
hurling those
who's part of
packages
your,
at her door after
or part
that.
of your community.
Fragile?
No, it's like, and, like, did she not think for a second, like you said, that they're having a tough time? Like, nobody's doing that for a choice. If he could
Yeah.
have gotten to, you know, somewhere else, he could have gotten to, probably would have.
This just shows you, like, and to your point, the audacity to, like, record it and post it online. Like, it's just an added layer to misery. Like, you're such a loser that this is what you get off on. This is how you have any power in your life. You're such a loser for that. Like, I'm sure, like, this person might have a dream to, like, you know, construct their own house someday.
Yeah.
And is leading a much different life experience than you ever will.
Yeah.
You know, and you have the luxury to sit there and record and humiliate somebody who is clearly trying to make their way in this country.
I know, in this, like, world, it's just tough right now, and he's working.
I know.
Like,
Read
he's
the
working.
room.
Isn't like the whole thing like, oh, they're coming here and they're lazy, they don't do anything. I'm like, this man is clearly working and doing something that you benefit from, like getting your packages on time. Like, who's doing it?
Her whole gotcha situation of like, well, I caught you, like peeing because you had to, like,
weirdo.
And you could tell by the way that he reacted. It was like, oh, I was just using the porta potty. Like,
And also,
he didn't. Yeah. He's like, he wasn't. It's not like he did it and then came out mischievously laughing. Like ha ha ha, I got your porta potty.
Yeah.
Like, he was very like upfront and friendly about it. Like, oh, I was just using the washroom. That is outdoors.
Yeah, and
it's not he went into your home and pissed on your fucking rug.
And he came to actually engage with her. He took his like translation app to have a conversation, to communicate with this
actually,
dumb lady. And what did she do? Like, for me, that would have like splashed cold water in my face and be like, okay, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
What am I doing here? He actually didn't know. Yeah. He actually didn't know, and it seems like
he didn't see it as a big deal.
Yeah.
Because in some places around the world, there's such a thing as community.
Yeah. Listen, when you travel around the world, there's a lot more public bathrooms than in North America.
There are people, if you are traveling and you need to use a washroom, they will invite you into their home and let you use their washroom.
I've done that in Vietnam.
And they will welcome you. They will, and this is actually the American arrogance too, because they actually expect that stuff when they travel abroad, overseas.
And speak English.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Am I surprised? Like, people who have this entitlement and attitude of like, I'm better than somebody, I think they're just like waiting for opportunities like this.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe she wouldn't have clocked it as like that big of a deal, but she's like, I need to do this for myself. Like, I need to make myself feel superior.
A loser who needs to police the porta potty.
Yeah.
Because that's her only sense of like self-worth and power, which is sad. That's sad for you, and I'm glad that the internet ran her off of TikTok. She's like privated her account.
As she should. And I hated how many times she had to say porta potty. Like, are you allowed to use a porta potty? That is not your porta potty. Like, even when the translator came out, she said porta potty into the translator. I'm like, what? Like, oh my God, is this a brand deal? Like, what's happening? Like, girl, relax. Get a chill pill,
What an insufferable human being.
When was the last time you used a porta potty?
The last time I used a porta potty
mine wasn't that long ago.
I feel like it was a long time ago. Like, I'm one of those people that's like got into that older kind of habit of like, I'm gonna pee before I leave the house.
Yes, absolutely.
And then like, I'm also kind of a big germaphobe.
Yes.
So I'm really like cautious of like using public washrooms, but I mean, they're not above me.
Okay,
either.
so you just called me irresponsible and disgusting. So I've used a porta potty.
Let me just pull out my camera.
You're standing outside wide stance of it. I had to, the way that the Rogers Center, it's set up, it's all outdoor toilets. Like, there's no indoor plumbing. So had to use it. Again, wasn't the best experience, but you have to. Like,
listen, sometimes I've used it once at a park before.
Yeah.
When you have to go, you have to go.
Yeah.
Nature's calling, and that's literally the brand. Like, it's this bear that looks like Yogi Bear, and it says Nature's calling in a little bubble. I'm like, okay.
Why is bears so popular in like branding?
I guess they're always in the park, and then there was Yogi Bear. That,
yeah. The Charmin bears.
Charmin bears.
All right.
Coke, the polar bears. Missed you all. Glad to be back on your screens.
Mm-hmm.
The 11 of you loyal fans to the front, please.
We see you. Thank you.
We will be sleeping with the top fives. Taking turns. That's a terrible joke.
Yeah. In a porta potty. Okay.
Hey, did you like this episode? If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to see more videos from Scroll Interrupted.
And if you want to see more of us, make sure to follow us on TikTok at Scroll Interrupted Show and on Instagram at Scroll Interrupted.
See you in the porta potty. Not my porta potty.